Welcome to A Wild Terrarium. Here are the things we'll need: some soil, stones, moss, wood, plants, and charcoal. And most importantly, a bottle. Okay, let's move everything. Let's begin. We're first going to add the activated carbon, which is very dusty. It absorbs all the toxins from your terrarium. Now let's add the stones. These will act as a drainage layer for the water. I forgot to put the video for the soil, but here it is. I'm just adding a little extra. Now let's move on to the hardscape. I've chosen a different piece of driftwood as the other one was a little too big. Let's add it in. Or just a little, yeah, that's good. Let's add a rock. This is a standard lava rock that you get at most pet stores. The cool thing about it is the texture. It's got those nice holes that look really good next to the moss. Let's add another. You think this is okay? Yeah, okay. Let's begin planting. I'm adding the bigger plants first because it's much easier to work around the small plants. Let's add another stem. I think there are 3 of these. Yeah, there are 3 of these. And we're going to add the moss after this. The third one is added. Let's begin mossing. Doesn't the moss just look great? I mean, that bright green color is just amazing. I'm just gonna cover up all the muddy spots with the moss to make it look like it's always been there. Just a few more blank spots and then we'll be done. So far so good. Doesn't this look great? Let's cover up those other blank spots. Gosh, there are so many. Now we can just admire this terrarium. Once we're done, of course. Here's the top view, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Now we need to give it a water. Just remember, you need to give it a lot of water as this is going to be a closed ecosystem. So be a little generous. Now to add our biological magicians, springtails. These tiny creatures are small arthropods that eat up all the decaying matter inside the terrarium. They are essential but are quite difficult to grow. so I will talk about that in a later video. They float on water, so all you need to do is fill the container with a little water and then pour them out into your terrarium. Because of all my spraying, the glass is really wet, so let's give it a clean. Just a tweezer with the tissue is fine, or you can use a tissue wrapped around your finger if you don't have the tweezers. Almost done, just wiping up the last bits, and done. Now let's close. And sealed. Once it's sealed, this terrarium might not need any maintenance at all for the next year or 6 months. Therefore, I don't need to open it. Not even to water. Simply because all the water you put in evaporates from the layer that we put at the bottom from the rocks and the carbon, goes back into the air, condenses on the walls, and goes back to the plants. The springtails will eat any fungus that comes on the wood and any algae that grows on the moss. Doesn't it look great under the light? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please consider subscribing, and thank you for watching.